Hey everyone. So I know I don't do videos as much, because I work and have a regular job that takes up most of my time. But felt like it was worth the years of not breaking out my green screen um, for to bring it out now, show you some gameplay, since that's more interesting than listening to me just ramble on. But the recent bans issued by Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, were worth bringing up just because it affected so many legitimate players, including myself, who were just shocked to find out, hey, just banned without any reason, without cause. It's kind of a flaw in the system when all bans. I want to see bans done because there's a lot of cheating, especially in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, that's going on. It is crazy how much cheating is going on in that game. But I think for the most part, there's, even though it's common to come across, it's like, unlike PUBG where it's just like every single match, it's not like that in Modern Warfare. But enough that something had to be done. And what happened was on July 7th or July 6th, depending on where you were in the world, I guess there was an update that was released that was an anti-cheat update, and so there was so many players that got banned. And I'm a PC player, but not afraid to admit, because there's a complaint amongst PC gamers as well. There are a lot of PC hackers out there. That's a fact. But even like console players, PlayStation and Xbox players got banned as well. But yeah, of course, I think it was still like something like an estimate was about, like an unofficial estimate was about like 97% was all PC bans. But yeah, PC, it's so much easier to hack in that game, and when you have crossplay, of course, I can understand the console players. They don't want to play with anyone who's marked with PC. I get it, because there's a lot of most of the hacking is going to be on the PC side. I would still say that most of the players are not hackers. And something about this anti-cheat update just went ahead and took out all these legitimate players, legitimate customers who paid with their money to get the game. Between downloadable content and the game itself, I've put in over $140 into the game, and then to just suddenly have it taken away because of this new anti-cheat update. So I was banned. I think it was about 1 o'clock in the morning on July 7th. Was when the ban was issued. In this clip, you'll actually see at the end of it exactly the moment that it occurred. And then on I'm not sure exactly what time, if all these were issued at once, or if something that the anti-cheat was looking for triggered all of them. But on July 9th is when they reversed the ban. At least, or when I noticed the ban was reversed. I don't know exactly when they reversed it, but that's when I noticed that the ban was reversed. And there was no comments at all from the support ticket that I issued. I had submitted a Better Business Bureau complaint. I submitted a Federal Trade Commission complaint, and Activision did not respond to any of those. Now, we're all just customers in all this. There's no, who exactly is responsible. Is it Infinity Ward, doing the anti-cheat? Is it Activision? We're all just, we don't know who's actually responsible, but Activision is the one who's heading the support for the game, so they're the only ones we really get to yell at when there's a problem. But I imagine that maybe because there was a lot of people who did the same steps that I did, that probably got Activision to maybe respond or send to Infinity Ward, hey, fix this, or undo it or something, because there was a lot of complaints. There was a whole Discord created just for the people who were banned, and on those 2 days, I think is when the Discord started, is after the people who were banned from July 6th and July 7th. So the main reason for the video is just really to more share my experience that a lot of people have already shared. A great video that I found that I think explained it perhaps a little better than I did is RD Techie. I'll link the video. I think it's another perspective to watch. Sorry, that's my Apple Watch going on. I think he provides another perspective, and perhaps explains it a little bit more clearly than I do. Mainly, I just wanted to throw out there the actions that that I took and actions that can still be taken, I think, if you're absolutely certain, that nothing fishy was going on your end, is, you should be able to submit those complaints. The problem is that when we agree to the terms of service, and by playing the game, we essentially agree to it, is we agree to not do a class action lawsuit, and so for people who are just like, oh, we're going to sue them, suing is really out of the option here. And realistically, if they got sued for every time they banned somebody, I mean, that's probably not, it doesn't make sense. Trying to kind of act as, even as someone who was a victim of these false bans, as so many have been calling them, the thing that I would really suggest the most is just speaking up, complaining, and making sure that we do fight for a system that requires at least giving a reason for the ban. And it's kind of ridiculous that there's no appeal allowed, there's no review. They claim they're all manually reviewed, and yet all of these people seem to have gotten banned around the same time. It's just all so fishy that it just doesn't seem like these bans were intentional too, especially now the unbanning has been done without any response. It's almost like they have a written policy and they didn't follow their own policy. I know one step that I'm encouraging people to do, that I'm doing myself. I know we're in the middle of an election year, so it's a little bit funky as far as who's actually is going to take up the mantle to do this. But is to write to your local, state and federal representatives about making requirements around just the EULAs in general, the end user license agreement, just in general, that if they're going to have the power to take your money and then deny you the service after they've taken your money, that they should at least be required to provide a reason. That's all I'm asking for. And personally, I hate getting the government involved into especially the video games industry has been so good at regulating itself. There's been things about the rating system, and they want to prevent the sale of video games to some people, and then the video game industry has done a good job with policing itself through like the ESRB, creating that rating system, it's no longer like that. The video games industry is bigger than music and movies combined. Okay, this is a huge industry, and now we have Megacorp Activision over here who just doesn't feel like they have the time to answer their customers. It's kind of crazy. So that's the only reason why I think that it makes sense to go as far as writing your representative and saying, hey, we need to make it required that reasons be provided. But like I said, I really hate for it to go that far. I really wish I could trust that Activision would go ahead and do it themselves, but between many of the experiences that people are having between Electronic Arts customer service and Activision customer service, it's pretty clear that these companies have grown to the part that they're just any other crap company that's counting their money while they take it away from us. So that's my little 2 cents on it. I think there should definitely be some action. I think that we should definitely demand that we have reasons provided, or even better, proof. But at the very least, reasons. As you'll see, coming up here in a second, I'll just get the notice, hey, I'm permanently banned, and there was no reason provided. Still today, as of this video, July 10th, there has been no response to my support ticket. There's been no response to the Better Business Bureau. There's been no response to the Federal Trade Commission. I was actually preparing to submit a complaint to my state attorney general for, to me, this is a fraudulent, scam to just, take people's money like this. But then they did the unban. So I feel like there is some kind of correction process happening inside of there, but just a lack of answer still, requires some kind of action. That's my 2 pieces there. I'll let you guys take it or leave it. Definitely check out RD Techie. I think he's probably got a good description more on like what the feeling was around it. I'm definitely felt definitely felt robbed. But yeah, RD Techie is just another. I think he's got a video explaining the situation more when it happened. This was just really more of like an afterthought kind of thing of what needs to change. All right, later, guys. I can't promise any more videos will come. Honestly, I do too much at work to be able to regularly make videos. But yeah, hope you feel heard in this.
Are you in here with me? Yeah, you are. Because I'm hearing fucking footsteps. I'm like,
I just fucking.
that sucks. Does it let you come back in?
Permanently banned?
Uh,
What?